Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Well, it is that time of year again where we go ahead and we remember all the celebrities that we lost in 2025. There were a lot of people that passed away. So we just went ahead and scrolled through all the people who I picked up and I personally knew what I've heard of, and I never got the chance to meet them, but I just want to honor them here. I got a lot of people here, so we're going to get through this as quickly as I can. Um, I'll show you some of the. I'll show you some of the. We got a lot of. We got a lot of. We got a lot. We got a lot. A lot to go through. So I got a couple good people. So I got a list here I've got these from Wikipedia and I pulled them off, and we're just gonna go through them as fast as I can, and then we'll get started. So anyway, in the meantime, there's Jinx. She's sitting right there, and I'm gonna get some. I gotta get some photos back real quick before we start. So let's begin. Just 1 second here. I'm going to do one more thing here. Okay, so the first person who passed away that so there's she's sleeping right now. So let's get back to the video. So anyway, so the first person passed away in the month of March of 2025, and this man unfortunately passed on the way on the 13th of March. You might not know who he is. He's kind of, I don't know how famous he is, but I knew of him or knew who he was. He was a friend of Steve-O's, the guy who does Jackass, Bart Baker, who made parody videos back in like early like 2010 to 2018 to 2019. I don't remember. But this was Steve-O from Jackass. This is one of his good friends, and his name is Sam Macaroni. And I'll show you. So I'll show you. So here, so this is him. So Sam Macaroni, 49, American entertainer. American actor, National Lampoon TV, the movie. Let's see, The Electric, Airport Court. I'm sorry, Quest for Feverstone, film director, guest and house director. So I put up a picture of Sam Macaroni just in case I'm sure you what it looks like. So this is Sam Macaroni. This is who he is. So there he is without a beard, and here he is with a beard. So this is Sam Macaroni. I knew who he was, and when I heard his passing, I felt horrible, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize. And like I said, this was one of Steve-O's great friends. He was friends with him for a long time. So now the next, so Eric, yeah. So anyway, so R.I.P. to the wonderful Sam Macaroni, and he died only at the age of 49 years old, extremely young. I believe he was supposed to be 50 this year. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And I don't remember his cause of death, but I think it was I don't know if it's listed. I'm a, oh gosh, okay. What he Oh, and he died of a brain aneurysm. Just a few days before his 50th birthday. So R.I.P. to Sam Macaroni. So in April, we lost somebody in the month of April, I believe so. Where's her? I don't know. Oh, yes. So the next person who passed away in the month of April was Sophia Hutchins, who worked with Caitlyn Jenner, and she was 29 years old, and she was American talent manager, charity executive, and a television personality. And she passed away due to a traffic collision. She was friends with Caitlyn Jenner, and if you know Caitlyn Jenner is, you should know who Sophia Hutchins is. She passed away on what did I say? Was that April 2nd? I said. Yeah, so that was unfortunate. So anyway, yeah, I felt horrible when I heard her passing in the month of, I think, was it April? Or was it July? No, oh wait, or was that? Shoot. Okay. I know I did this whole thing out of. I did this whole thing out of whack. Let me just make sure I'm right here. Okay, hold on. When did she? Okay, what? Let me just. Okay, so she. Okay, I'm sorry. She. Okay, I'm sorry. So Sophia Hutchins died on July 2nd of 25. I made a huge mistake. This whole thing's out of order. I can't remember what I did. Okay, but she passed away in July, so we'll skip July. So we'll skip through July. She died of an air. Okay. So I got this. Okay, so she passed away in July 2nd. So we'll skip July and we'll go over. Okay, Anyway, moving on to the month of April. Now we know, at the age of 88 years old, the Pope Francis, at the age of 88 years old, he was the Pope since 2013. He served over 10 years on the See the Vatican, and on May 8th, which was the first time ever we elected a new Pope and a first American Pope. And yeah, everyone knew who Pope Francis was. He was this kind, loving person. He nice guy, really nice, really kind guy, and he was a nice person. And it's unfortunate he had to pass away. Okay, so now so who died next? Okay, so now I'm in the month of July. Oh god, I got this whole thing mixed up. Oh, great. Okay, actually, no, I did not. Okay, so in July of 25, on literally the 22nd of July, we lost the wonderful lead singer of the rock band Black Sabbath, and we're talking about Ozzy Osbourne. He died at the age of 76 years old. He's an English Hall of Fame musician, band Black Sabbath, songwriter, songs like Paranoid, and television personality of the Osbournes, and he died of a heart attack, which also probably was also the cause of Parkinson's disease. I knew he had Parkinson's, I believe, in early 2020. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you, if a lot of people who know Ozzy, this guy did so much drugs. He did drugs, alcohol his whole life. For him to live to the age of 76 is kind of great, because I'll tell you what, the most people who do drugs and alcohol don't last past their 20s, and they end up dying so young. And anyway, but when Ozzy passed, I was so disappointed, because Ozzy was great. He had a lot of great songs like I said, like Paranoid, Crazy Train, Mama, I'm Coming Home. I know he had an album called the Blizzard of Oz. I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head. But anyway, but R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne. He was such a great guy. I loved Ozzy. He was one of the greatest. He was a really great singer, and he was just taken from us so soon, and it just was insane. I felt horrible to see Ozzy go. And again, like I said, he lived to be 76 years old. Like I said, most people who do drugs and alcohol, they don't live past their 20s. But he got lucky to live to 76 years old, which is a major accomplishment. So R.I.P. to Black Sabbath lead singer Ozzy Osbourne. And actually, I believe that was a few days after he did his. I believe he died a few days after he did his. I believe it was his final concert to his fans. I believe that's what I think it was a few days after. I can't quite remember. But anyway, so moving on. The next person we're going to talk about, literally a day after Ozzy passed away, the legendary WWE wrestler. At the age of 71 years old, Hulk Hogan, an American Hall of Famer, professional wrestler, worked for the WWF, WWE, WCW, and actor, and a servant commando. I'm not sure what that means, but I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. But he died of a heart attack. Now, Hulk Hogan was one of the greatest wrestlers out there. If you don't know who Hulk Hogan is, he's pretty much a guy who had a sick white handlebar mustache. And he was probably one of the greatest wrestlers out there. And when I heard he passed away, literally a day after Ozzy Osbourne passed away, I was just like, wow. And I was shocked. Like I said, it was literally a day after Ozzy passed away, and it was insane. So anyway, okay, what month is this? I'm thrown so off. I don't remember what dates these are. Who passed? Okay, what is this date? Okay, who passed? Okay, I took a bunch of, so next is the 20, who died on the 20, okay, someone died on the 24th, did I know? No, okay. So this whole thing's out of whack. Okay, so now we're in the month of September. Now, before we get to this person, I just want to remind you, I don't want to hear anything in the comments about this person. This person died on the 10th of September. Please, I beg of you, in the comments, please just don't say anything about this person's death. Don't make fun of it, okay? A lot of people did it, and I was not thrilled about that. I was really upset when I saw this, and a lot of people did. This was not okay. So, the person who died on September 10th, somebody who I liked, I tried to listen to, and who I liked a lot, and his name is Charlie Kirk, and he died at the age of 31. He was an American conservative activist, co-founder of Turning Point USA, and I think Turning Point UK as well. And he was assassinated, and he was shot in the neck in broad daylight, kind of about right here, or was it here? No, it was right here. Anyway, it was probably one of the most horrible things to see and watch. it was excuse me, it was really it was such a shock to me to see him go. It was just it was a terrifying thing to watch. You know, his wife was there too. You know, anyway, and he just got shot right in the day. You know, and I watched him get shot, and I watched it, and I saw the close up shot of him in the neck, and I watched it so many times that I couldn't stop watching it because it was just so insane to see this guy get killed because of his political beliefs, and it was just ridiculous. And like I said, please in the comments do not go and start saying stuff about Charlie Kirk. I don't want to hear it. It's not. This is not what we're here for. Okay. So we're not going to do that. So please, nothing for Charlie Kirk. Don't put anything rude about Charlie Kirk in the comments. Same thing for his wife. We're not doing anything like that. We're just going to keep it positive and keep it respectful. Okay. So now in the month of October, and the person who died in the month of October, on the 16th of October, was legendary guitarist Ace Frehley, who passed away in the month of who passed away in the month of who passed away in October 16th. He was the co-founder of Kiss rock and roll. He was a rock and roll music legend. Everybody knew who he was. He was a part of Kiss. Unfortunately, he passed away due to he's died at the age of 74. He was a Hall of Fame guitarist of Kiss, songwriter, Cold Gin, Rocket Ride, and he died of a brain bleed following a fall. So yeah, so that was unfortunate for Ace Frehley to pass away. Actually, before that, months beforehand, President Trump actually nominated Kiss to be a part of the Rock and Roll Hall. They got to get indicted not get indicted, to get to bring themselves into the Kennedy Center, and literally he died in October, and I forgot when he nominated them. But he nominated Kiss beforehand, and unfortunately, before he got the chance to make it, he took a fall and he ended up passing away at the age of, what did I say, was it 76? Yeah. So luckily, at the Kennedy Center, they honored him by doing his famous iconic guitar smoke thing, where I guess he had this. I guess from what I well, not a guess, but what I heard is from I guess when he was doing like a song, like I think it was like doing like a live performance, his guitar like literally like shocked and like almost kind of exploded, almost killed him the first time. He cheated death the first time, but the second time, yeah, not so much. So anyway, it was kind of scary, you know, and I didn't, you know, and so the whole thing was that his guitar thing, he had like a little button mechanism, was able to push down and just let some smoke come out of his guitar to reference that time where the guitar almost took his life. So I believe that was during a live performance. I can't remember. But anyway, that's going to conclude for today's video. That's going to conclude for all the celebrities of 2025. This thing just took me this was a whole thing, kind of grabbed everything together. So that's going to conclude for today's video, and Jinx is still sleeping, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll repeat to all the celebrities that passed away in 2025. We are sorry you guys were taken too soon from us, and we hope see you on the other side whenever our time comes. But anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next video. Love you a lot. I'm gonna hit 14 minutes. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, great RIP to all celebrities, to Ace Frehley, to Charlie Kirk, to Ozzy Osbourne, to Hulk Hogan, Sophie Hutchins, Pope Francis, and everyone out there. RIP. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you next video. I love you a lot. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next video. I love you a lot. Bye.